Aries, this is your weekly tarot with Sky Sparrow. So last week, for those of you who tuned in, it seemed you were in a period of integration after a shakeup. That was for some of you. We're going to dive right into our general reading here. And right after that, we're going to be doing a part 2 is a love reading. All right. So those who are seeking advice in any kind of relationship context. So to begin your reading, we have humility and liberation. Well, how beautiful is that? Because if you were in that period of integration, it's the perfect setup for this new liberation that you will be moving into. And when I was tuning into the collective for you, Aries, I saw this vision of a bull. And I know you're not Taurus, you're not a bull in your zodiac sign, but I saw a bull that was like, you know, when they're like digging at the dirt and like just kind of gaining that energy within them and they're ready to charge. That's actually what I saw. So I don't know if some of you actually have been stalled out and ready to charge towards something. We'll see in the reading what comes through. But humility as well here. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. Okay, so learning to accept the help that we need to go get through what we're going through. So liberation as well. The doubts and fears still coming up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. Okay, so you're shedding skins and moving on to, you know, I hear like a new expression of yourself altogether, which is super beautiful. Moving right in here, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So you've really been doing a lot of, I guess, work or focus, I would say, in your work realm or things in the material world, and really having the time to enjoy a few things as well. For some of you, just feeling really self-sufficient, independent in your own right, especially over that Emperor. It definitely is showing you having been called up out of something with this Judgment card. This is like a total like energy of transformation, of rebirth, okay? And the energy here is like, I just feel like that phrase of self-sufficiency comes through really strong. Let's see what Spirit's trying to share with you here, Aries. The Nine of Pentacles over the Emperor, super strong boss energy, if you ask me. And wow, okay, so this is clarified by the Empress over the Knight of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. So Emperor and Empress showing up here. To me, this is really signifying you're coming into a place where, or will be, in the moment of being very balanced within yourself. So masculine, feminine energies, and also kind of like, I just heard steer your own ship. Again, with that independent energy, but there is opportunity, and I feel like there's a lot of like abundance that's all around you. And I feel like you're at a place where you're able to offer more in your life, or you're able to receive more, because we have a Knight of Pentacles, which is the Knight, you know, it's come up in the last like 3 readings. So I think people are starting to coming into this time of like, and for you as well, like it's time to receive. It's been a long time coming. There's things I think that in the collective, a lot of us have been really shedding off and releasing from our lives. And naturally, when we do that, we're like a vortex, a magnetic vortex. We've opened up space for new things to come in. And that's really what I'm sensing with this Empress over the Knight of Pentacles, is that she knows herself in her own divine right. And she is like full of and surrounded by abundance. She's also ready to birth something new in her life. She is pregnant here, which can be a metaphor for, you know, a pregnant with different opportunities that could come to fruition, and just Queen of Wands energy underneath that, really just standing in your power. Like I said, knowing who you are. I feel like you have your sights set on something, and I do feel like it's very much in this material realm, and I see something happening for you that's been perhaps long awaited, or it's been taking a long time. Some of you, I'm hearing, are working towards something that you feel is taking a long time, but Spirit wants to say through this message here is that it is coming now, is like it's coming to fruition, or it will be shortly. If you haven't experienced it already, I do see a solid offer. So let's just see. It could be as well in your workplace, a boss energy offering you something that is going to bring in more abundance to you. Going forward, we have the Two of Pentacles that came out. Thank you, Spirit. So over the Queen of Pentacles, look at that, another Queen's arriving here. So again, looking after that, material realm, she's able to nurture and provide for herself. And I feel like this is coming through as like an energy of someone on the other side. So if anyone's passed away of a masculine energy, perhaps on like, it doesn't have to be gender specific, but someone who is really strong in their masculine energy, but it could be a father, grandfather, for example, that is assisting you. That was for some of you, it just came through. But also going back to that balance within yourself. I feel like we've been all going through this crazy shakeup right now, I feel collectively. But this being said, I think that you're kind of like been flowing through it quite gracefully. For those who are resonating with this reading, I'm seeing like a good balance between your material side and your emotional side and self, and being able to stay rooted and grounded. But above this energy, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So I feel like you're not choosing things anymore that are causing you unnecessary grief or heartache. That's not always the message I get through with when this Three of Swords shows up, but I feel like you're choosing things that are of a higher vibration, frequency, things that are good for your soul when I'm looking at all these cards together. And you may have a choice point on the horizon now or coming forward that Spirit is trying to share this message through this video, is that to choose things that lift your spirits, things that are good for your soul. Yeah, definitely a strong message there. But let me clarify a little more, because a lot can come through even before I clarify. So Spirit, what is this Two of Pentacles and Three of Swords? Anything else you'd like to say about this here? Thank you. Okay, well, a Tower moment kind of came out like sideways here. Some of you actually could be resisting a change, is what I just heard in this. And the change, wow, we have a repeat of the King of Cups here, staying grounded and level in your emotions. Okay, that's what Spirit's saying to you right now. But with this abrupt change that either is happening for you now or could be shortly coming in, is that it's actually trying to usher in with the Fool energy. So this Fool energy is all about being able to be in a position to start fresh, to feel lighter on your feet and lighter in your soul. This Fool here has the sun on his face, the wind at his back. He is, packing light. He's not taking the heaviness with him. And that is the theme I'm picking up here, is that, you're being rebirthed and you're not choosing, and you're being encouraged to not choose deliberately with our own human will, because we can sometimes choose things that aren't great for us. Despite what our, ego can pull us to want, to be careful with those things that really just drag us down. But I do see, a shakeup happening, which could be, I feel like, because it came through in the last reading, moving out of a shakeup, it's just that coming out sideways here could be for some of you that it's still kind of in the remnants of that happening. So big hugs for those of you going through something more challenging right now. But I always reassure my listeners and viewers that the Tower card is here to assist you. It's here to tear down what was not meant for you or stable in the first place, so that the ground can be made firm and stable, so that the new will be prosperous. Okay, so not to be afraid of the Tower energy. But that was definitely a message Spirit wanted to convey here, leaving that heaviness of the past and allowing the space and really taking on, looking at that Judgment card, finding ways to embody this new way of showing up. Like, you know, maybe the old you wouldn't have done X, Y, or Z, but maybe the new you now could try on different things, right? Whatever that may be for you. So what is coming towards them, Spirit? Okay, Ace of Cups. Well, that's a beautiful card. I'm just going to see what else we got here. Oh my gosh, we got a repeat of the Tower. Wow. Okay, Aries, so I'll tell you what we're looking at. The Ace of Cups is a beautiful blessing. It is divinely inspired and it is fated for you. This is a blessing that's trying to make its way in. And I just saw like light coming through a crack, you know, whether it's like an old barn, old wood, and there's like a beam of light coming through, you know, there is light that's trying to come through a time of, you know, that once again, that Tower moment, this unexpected, abrupt kind of change up in your life that came through with, looks like a communication that had come through to cause this, or it was surrounding some kind of communication that you either received or gave to someone that, yeah, they were really strongly opinionated, perhaps. Let's get a little bit more insight with our clarifier deck. What do you want to tell them though? I think Spirit's really focusing. I just got dizzy all of a sudden, so not sure if some of you are kind of just feeling really dizzied and overwhelmed by this Tower moment in your lives, but I was asking Spirit about this, more about this Ace of Cups, and again, a repeat card on the Two of Pentacles. This is a choice point. The Two of Pentacles is like tangibly making tangible decisions for your life. You know, where am I going to live, or what am I going to, job am I going to take? Could be that for some of you, but it's something that's affecting your material world, as well as, I just said overwhelm as this came out, because this card actually does signify and speak very heavily to the emotion of overwhelm, juggling too much, and a lot of like emotions in the background, and you're just trying to figure out like, what is my balance? Maybe you need to look at your schedule and organize a little bit better for yourself and drop a few things. I think there is definitely something that's supposed to be dropped and left behind. I believe that was a message another one of the signs just got, but it's over the Hierophant card, which is looking at everything that's come through here, this light trying to come through. It's going to elevate you. It's going to be for your growth, for your learning, elevation on your spiritual path. And I'm just taking a look. I mean, we're not doing a love reading, but this can also speak to someone trying to communicate something. We'll look at the love after, I suppose, but it's just that the Ace of Cups and the Hierophant can really be a beautiful blessing in love, leading to a higher level commitment. However, my first thought for you here and feeling, intuiting is, yes, what you're needing to, I just heard the word sacrifice in terms of dropping something, surrendering something. It really is, it is elevating you on your spiritual path. And when we make those decisions where our higher self is we're giving the reins to our higher self, so to speak, versus our ego, human heart, if you will, we are able to then level up in our lives into like a higher frequency and attract in more of that light and more of those, you know, I told you earlier, you're surrounded by possibility here, and pregnant with like new manifestations that are you will be walking into shortly after this shakeup, because I'm seeing this through the cards, the Fool, the Ace. This is all about absolute brand new beginnings, and it's really beautiful, really positive. So with that, is there anything else, Spirit? One last thing here that you wanted to bring through for how to, best guidance moving forward. I was gonna say how to manage your energy. Isn't that weird? Where some people are needing to manage their energy, I guess. So it's, yeah, just saying about like, so Spirit is one last message, is kind of a loving, cautionary type of message around that. This is 10 of Swords over 8 of Swords. So Spirit is trying to say this long and painful cycle is now coming to a close, and not to allow yourself to get trapped bound in the mind. Sometimes our mind, our thoughts can actually hold us captive in a place that is of the past, that we don't belong there anymore, but we hold ourselves hostage in our mind space. And I speak emphatically like this because I personally have done this to myself for way too long at times. So not to limit yourself with negative thinking, negative self-beliefs. Could be an old narrative that you need to shed, but whatever you've gone through, I see, like, Spirit saying to kind of continue through that integration period, taking that time out for yourself to, you're going to, taking some pause, hitting the pause button on life. You're a little bit taking some time. You're going to get a new perspective, which is going to kind of help you shift forward into the beautiful new things that await you, that I see for you. Okay, Aries? So I hope you really enjoyed that. If you did, beautiful reciprocation is hitting the like button. It also, not only a little thank you to me, which I appreciate very much, but it also helps the video get out to more of the beautiful Aries clan that needs to hear these messages. Okay, I'd love to have you back. Hit that subscribe button and the bell button if you'd like to be notified of when the next Aries video is. We are moving into that love portion, which I of course will be time stamping below. I always like to pause for one clearing breath between these two general and love readings. Okay, just one moment. So for Aries in love, Spirit, thank you. Moving towards the messages for you, Aries. Any of you who are in any kind of a conflict or a conflicting situation, a challenge, what is Spirit's guidance message for you? We do have the Empress coming out once again over the Devil and Five of Cups. All right. So already there's like things I want to say before I clarify, which is whatever you are shifting out of, okay, there are things that you are releasing right now. The devil energy can be kind of like toxic vibes, honestly, things that bind you and make you stay small. They hold you back from your authentic self. They hold you back from moving into places you're meant to move into. And this is under the Five of Cups. So there's some, for those Aries watching in this reading, there's some sadness, loss, disappointment, and still kind of ruminating on that. But what I'm actually Spirit saying is like that focus and rumination is actually what that Devil card is for you right now, which is an attachment. So remember, I was just talking about in the general read how we can hold ourselves back by even our own thinking, right? That's what Spirit is saying underneath this Empress card, which I'm going to get to in a second, is that some of you need to hear this, is that ruminating and staying in that grief and sadness and loss, and all, my love and compassion goes out to you for any loss. I know it's a challenge, but what Spirit's saying is if we stay there too long and when it's expired, that life lesson's expired, we are sometimes at some point, for out of self-love, we are to pick ourselves up now and look forward, trusting forward. And I am seeing that under the Empress card, because the Empress, as I've been saying in the general reading, is that it is, she is getting ready to birth something new. But the new cannot come if we are being bound by this sadness and despair. Okay, so some of you needed to hear that. The Empress is such a beautiful card full of potential. So don't give up hope, my lovely Aries. And I'm just clarifying that Empress card right now. And oh my gosh, didn't I say just this beautiful energy? I was totally feeling the vibes when I said that of the Sun card, and here it is. The Sun card is vitality, new beginning, beauty, that's coming out after a time of conflict. This could be cutting your losses, sharp words spoken, not seeing eye to eye, but it is your time now to come and rise up out of this. This is the Justice card that is sitting on top of these cards. So the Justice card is saying, hey, Remember the truth and the clarity. What did you learn? That just came through. What did you learn from this that can help you move forward as a better person now, a better version of yourself, bring some balance back to your life, and also just being drawn to this red here to tell you to reground yourself, get rooted, go walk barefoot on the grass, do what you need to ground down back into yourself, physical exercise, yoga, whatever. That is the first set of messages here. I'm going to see what else is surrounding you in this connection in love. I guess, Spirit just wanted to jump right into the guidance. What else, Spirit, do you want to speak to? Been getting this card in almost every reading. The Eight of Pentacles. I feel like people have been focusing a lot on their work, and almost as a coping mechanism, which is not a bad thing. We do what we need to do to, get through things in our lives. It's over the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So in a love reading, I am picking up the energy of definitely like a strong communication of love. I feel like some of you, this may not be for all of you, but some of you have been like focusing a lot on your work and trying to just block it out, but someone is trying to communicate some form of love towards you, and you're not sure if you should open up and trust them. Regardless of whether it's work, I do feel like there's this blocking off energy. Do you see how she's sitting there in her chair? Her back is turned. She's kind of in amongst all of her own, looking after her own life, not gender specific. And there is this communication of a loving communication coming through. And we have the Wheel of Fortune over the Hanged Man. So someone's taken a time out. I feel like it could have been you in the way I'm sensing, intuiting, but regardless, someone's taken a time out, and I feel like gained this new perspective, which is really going to stem out of this communication, that it's like, hey, I've had some time out. I've thought on this, whether it's you or them again, but it's I feel like there's a healthy turn of events that's happening here for this connection, and that things are moving in your favor. Anything else? But I just want to pull one more. I just felt, I don't typically, but I felt to pull one more on this area. Spirit's trying to say something else here, and it's the Page of Swords that kind of like fell out mostly in reverse here. I do take reversals, so I'm just taking a look at like, I just feel like for some of you, like the faded, right? It's like, is it really like a new start or not? For some of you, it may vary, but again, it's emphasizing a communication and someone showing up in a new way, okay? And they might even come across, or you might even come across as like, wow, like you've really reflected and grown kind of thing. It's under the King of Wands. The King of Wands is someone who's like very sure of what he wants, has his eyes set on the prize, and he has done a lot of inner work. He is transformed, and with that is the Six of Cups energy, which is a soulmate energy, but it's also an energy of on a beautiful, loving offer. And I do feel in this reading, the offer is a communication. So, I mean, whether it's you or someone coming towards you, I do encourage that communication. I do see that the communication, this is the key point here of this section, is that the communication is going to help move things positively forward for the connection, whatever that means for you in your personal circumstance. What is coming towards this connection? What can they expect, Spirit, and need to know? The Knight of Wands in a love reading, that is a passionate energy charging back with something to say. And we have beautiful doubled up card of the Sun. There is some kind of beautiful, bright new beginning with the Temperance card. So, I mean, I feel like some of you I don't know why I feel like it's the listener. I mean, it could go either way, but I do feel like a lot of you are like resistant, like this girl here, like, oh, I don't know if I should trust this. I don't know if I can give him a benefit of the doubt, or if I should open up communication, or whatever your situation is. But it's like, having a challenge maybe in tempering how maybe boundaries versus your emotions. Okay, sort of what I was seeing here, but I feel like, Spirit is saying everything's going to be okay. If that is you, what I just said could be more specific message. Take what resonates here is that I do regardless see a really beautiful positive outcome here with the Sun card. So what more about this Sun? I want to know about that beautiful outcome for Aries in love. What is that beautiful Sun card? Spirit, I just do that one more time. I love when Spirit lets them kind of pop, fly, jump. I'm going to do just a good shuffle here for the Sun card, Spirit, for Aries. Okay, so funny. The Sun clarified by the Moon. All right, so, okay, the ending of a long and painful cycle. The Moon is here, could be timestamped too, the Moon as a timestamp, because we are just currently still in this potent energy right now of the Aquarius full moon. However, the Moon is clarifying the Sun card. So maybe there was really like a haziness, there wasn't the clarity that you needed, that you were looking for to kind of close this out. And now you're having the Sun illumination come in and shine the clarity that you need on the situation. I think if the other message is coming through is to look back and to keep looking back, going back to that beginning of the message, 5 of Cups. It's going to keep you looping in this pain, in this cycle. It's worn out. Okay, whoever's resonating, this message is for you. And I just got full body chills. Wow. Okay, looking back is a worn out record. It's not doing you any favors. I do tarot for the collective to assist you. Sometimes it comes with very clear, blunt messages, but don't shoot the messenger. To look back and stay in that, all the would have, could have, should have, the pain, the Sun, all like the rumination. It's just holding you captive in that pain. But Spirit's saying that, there's this beautiful Sun ahead. So whatever that communication entails, I'm getting what word came to my mind was forgiveness. And remember that forgiveness is not just for another person that you offer forgiveness for. You are offering forgiveness to free yourself. Okay, forgiveness is for you to heal, to move on. I'm getting chills when I say that again. So definitely a message someone here needed to hear. And thank you so much, Spirit. What is the Oracle, Love Oracle? This is a Love Oracle card. Okay, here it is for my Taurus's 6th chakra. All right, so that is our third eye. Speaking of intuition, beautiful indigo purple color. So the energy of the third eye chakra supports our inner sight and intuitive abilities. If you don't meditate, meditation would be a beautiful grounding exercise that I was mentioning earlier, grounding, but can also help to bring clarity, bringing light. Possibly what Spirit is getting at with that Sun card is, remember I've been talking a lot about there's clarity coming to the situation. To speed up this process, spend time working on sharpening your third eye chakra, third eye chakra, your 6th chakra, your third eye, there you go. Working with that and just trusting your intuition as you're moving forward. I do see with that 10 of Swords, there was a lot of mental anguish going on, a lot of ruminating and possibly some anxiety, sleepless nights for a lot of people as well. But that cycle's coming to a close and you're to trust forward, trusting the intuition. I do see really a beautiful unfolding happening here. So yeah, trust that. If you resonated, hit the like button. It helps get the message out to those who really need this encouragement. And it's also a beautiful thank you to me. And subscribe. I would love to have you here with me for the next videos. Hit that bell button. I was going to say that will let you know when the next Aries video is coming up. And I do have room in my calendar currently for private readings. If that is something you feel like you're seeking, this isn't done for you, that you are really seeking some personal one-on-one guidance, my website link is below. Hit me up and we can go from there. I would love to connect with you. Otherwise, Aries, I hope you love this and we'll see you on the next video.